guys for joining me here today in my home sweet home. I thought I'd bring a practice to you from my sacred living space where I gather together with my family and my friends and with God. And our sacred space is also within us, and this is just a beautiful universe that goes on inside of us. As we encompass ourselves in our beautiful space here in our homes, we also have this internal home within us, and that's where God dwells inside of us. And our yoga practice is a beautiful gift that has been given to us so we can connect deeper in union with God. And as we energetically move on our mats, it allows us to break free from things that don't serve us, the things that we hold on to. If it's our guilt, our blame, our shame, fears, worries, doubts, anxieties, all these things that hold us back from feeling that connection to our divine creator and to truly living our life to the fullest. And so our yoga practice helps us break free. We have these little encasements around our soul, and it helps us as we energetically move to burst those free as we allow our lights to shine brighter in our truth. So if we come together on our mats today, we can go ahead and begin a practice, a just amazing practice that ignites the bliss in our soul. So let's go ahead and stand tall. Just rock on your toes, back on your heels. Take a couple inhales and exhales through your nose and through your mouth. And then we draw your shoulders down. As you press into the floor, you want to pull the energy up, point the kneecaps up. You're going to have that slight tilt to your pelvis, engaging through the pelvic floor through the floor at your pelvis and lifting, kind of like a Kegel, but not quite as intense. And that lifting through the sphincters and engaging our what's called a root lock. And so engaging through that lift as we lift up towards our sternum, back towards our spine, and lift up towards the sternum. We relax our shoulders down as we pull our chin in and reach our crown up. So just feel yourself elongating, lifting. And then taking an inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth one more time. And just come to nostril breathing. Feeling that rhythmic pattern of the breath as it flows in and out. Just be the observer. Notice what it is you feel. What's going on maybe in your external home space and what's going on in your internal home space. Are they in harmony with one another? Just maybe set an intention as we bring our hands to heart center to cultivate that peace within our homes, externally and internally. And as we begin with humility and respect for ourselves and one another, let's lift in gratitude, reaching arms all the way up, expanding up, exhale, fold. Have a bend in your knees, shake in your head, lift in your heels. Just find that movement, rock it, rolling around in the legs and the spine. Wake up the body, let the blood rush to the brain, shake in the head. And then hold it center and step it back down kneeling. Our shoulders and our wrists are going to line up, our knees and our hips are going to line up, and you're just going to cat and cow. Roll the pelvis, tuck the chin, and then come back neutral. And then several more. Round it, tuck it, navel to spine, and come back neutral. Round it, tuck it, chin to chest, come back neutral. Round and tuck, chin to chest, and come back neutral. Just a couple more, round and tuck, chin to chest, and then flowing. And your last one, and hold it. Take your right hand, place your fingers behind your head, elbows out to the side. Really press into that left arm, drawing navel in. You're going to rotate, take that elbow down to your left wrist, and open up. Take it down, and lift, down, and lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, and lift. Give me 4, lift, 3, lift, 2, lift, last one, and lift. Extend the right arm, extend the left leg, spinal balance. Point the toe, reach the arms, oppositional, lengthening from your fingers to your toes, and just little pulses as you lift. Lift, 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 and 4, and 3, and 2, lift. Hold it. Then take your hand out to the side, Flexing that foot, take your leg out to the side, and little pulse, little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. Press into that left hand, press into your right knee. 4, 3, 2, lift, hold it, then drop that foot down. Take this right hand, knot it through the needle, drop your head down, and reach that left arm up and over. Gaze up through your armpit. Take a breath. If you want to reach this arm up and around, you can just grab that thigh on the back side. Then go ahead and bring yourself center. Press in. Bring it center. Pull that leg in. In cat and cow a couple times. Round it, tuck it, chin to chest. Come back neutral. Round it, tuck it, chin to chest. Come back neutral. Round it, tuck it, chin to chest. Come back neutral. Take your left hand. Elbows up, fingers to the back of your head. Take that elbow towards your right wrist and bring it down and lift it up. Take it down, crunch it, lift it up. Feel that rotation and lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, and lift, down, lift. 4 more and lift. 3 more and lift. 2 more, lift. Last one and lift. Hold. And extend the left arm, extend the right leg, press in. And a little pulse, point the toes, reach the fingers, and pulse, 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 lift, 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 and 4, and 3, and 2, lift, hold. Take the arms to the side, legs to the side, flex into that foot, hold. Little pulse, press into that right hand, press into your left knee, lift, 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 and 4, 3, 2, lift, hold, then drop the foot down. Take this left arm, knot through the needle, drop the shoulder down, reach up overhead. Tailbone is back, gaze up through your armpit. Now if you want to take that arm, you can wrap it around your back and clasp for your other thigh. Bring that arm down, press into that right palm, pull that left hand down, pull the knee in, and sit back, child's pose. Forehead to the ground, press and lengthen the arms, spine is long, and then reach out, curl the toes downward, facing dog. Pedal your heels, shake your head. Hold it. Grip with your fingers. You want to suction cup those hands so the center portion of your hand pops up. Fingertips press in, the knife edge of your hand kisses the mat. As you press in, as elbows and ears are side by side, you externally rotate armpits inward. Long spine, tailbone up, maybe bend in those knees if you need to. Straighten those legs the best of your ability. Your heels do not have to touch the mat. Then take your right foot, lift it up, center in your hips, square it, toes towards the mat. You just want to drop it down and lift it up. Drop and lift, drop and lift. If you need to, you can come kneeling and lift and lift and lift. So you're kneeling in your position or you're in your downward dog and you're lifting and lifting and lifting and lifting. And 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Lift it up, drop it down. Other side, left leg lifts into your hip, flexing that toe, and then tap the floor and lift. And lift, make sure your spine stays long, crown is down, tailbone is up. Again, remember, if you need to, come onto that right knee and lift that left leg. Shoulder and wrist line up and lift. Keep that foot flexed, heel up towards the ceiling, toes towards the mat, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one, lift it up, and then drop it down. Take a breath, and then walk your hands back. Hold in your fold. Squat deep into your thighs, lift your chest, hands, prayer. Roll the pelvis under, sit deep, then reach the arms. Hold and breathe. Shoulder blades down and back. Squeeze through your thighs. Find nostril breathing. Clear the mind, closing the eyes, and feeling that essence within. That safe space within us. Breathe in. Breathe out. Then lift up nice and tall. Reach up, round into your spine, pressing those hips forward, hands to heart center. Take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Walk it out, plank pose. So your shoulders and wrists will line up. Your toes are back. Your toes are down, your heels are back. Shift your weight. Gaze is over the nose of your mat. Point navel in. Press in. Round out the upper portion of your back as you shift your weight forward. Zip through your thighs. And then press it back, downward dog. Then bring it right back out. Hold it. Round in. Hold it. Roll open, side plank. Right side. Reach it up. If you need your knee on the right side, find your knee and reach it up. So you're fully extended. Heel, hip is lifted. Reach it tall. And then bring it center. Lift your hip. Downward dog. Bring it out to plank. Really press in, round in. Then shift your weight to the left side. Side plank. Lifting your hip. Reaching those arms. Again, if you need to modify, find your right or your left knee. Place it down, keeping that left leg extended. Both legs are extended. Lift those hips a little higher wherever you are. And then bring it center. Shift your weight forward. 4 push-ups, fully extended or on your knees. Elbows tucked to your side. Shoulders and elbows line up. Press away. So you're on your knees. Take it down. 2 more. Last one. And then I want you to press around that upper back and then come all the way down. Glue those toes to the mat. Zip through your thighs, hover your hands, shoulder blades down and back, gazes forward. Lift your chest. And just little pulses. Little pulses. Little pulses. And 4, and 3, and 2. Hold. And release it down. Press upward, facing dog. Round into your spine. And then press it back, child's pose. Take a breath, honor where you are. And then bring it out downward, facing dog. Our first attempt to the top of our mat. So lifting your heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, and little pulses. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Next one, sit deep. And then take one big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, and find your chair. Hold in your chair. Roll that pelvis under, shoulder blades down. Reach the arms. Lift your heels. Sit a little deeper. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel the knees tracking inwards as heels lift higher. Squeeze through your thighs, your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads. Find that stability through your powerhouse. Your hips, your back, your core, your glutes. Drop another inch. Hands to heart, heels come down. Take a big inhale. Lift palms together. Really reach. Ears and elbows side by side. Press those hips forward and round. Gaze up. Then hands to heart. Exhale, fold. Monkey pose, squat deep, gaze forward. Tabletop that back. Step it back. Downward. Facing dog. Bring it out to plank. Elbows tuck in. Shift your way forward. Chaturanga. Fully center on your knees. And roll upward. Facing dog. Push up. Downward. Facing dog. Lift your heels. Gaze between your hands. Squat into your thighs. Take a big step with one foot. Or take a big hop to the top. Find your chair. Lift, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, monkey pose. Step it back, downward, facing dog. Fully extended or on your knees. Elbows track in or shift your weight forward. Chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Flip those toes, round into your spine, press into the earth. Smile. And then push up. If you choose, it's just an option, downward dog. You can always just press yourself straight back to child's pose or down dog. Listen to your body. Honor where you are. And then wherever you are, lift your heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, a big step or hop. Big inhale, lift, find your chair, lift, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back as we continue on. Bring it out fully extended or on your knees, elbows tucked in, shift your way forward, chaturanga, upward dog. Push up, down dog. Take that right foot, kick it up, and then stack your hip. Open it up. Open it up, open it up. Let that foot just dangle for a moment. And then I want you to bring that leg all the way through, drop to your back knee, press into your hips. So right foot, knee and ankle line up. Press in, deepen in. Then reach the arms up high. Sink a little deeper. Rotate, revolve, so it's a right leg forward. Left hand comes forward, right hand goes back. Then bring it center, swing the arms, lift it up. Rotate, rotate, swing those arms. Rotate it open, opposite hand forward, opposite hand back. Swing the arm around to the side and lift it up center. Rotate. Drop it, lift it. Rotate, revolve. Bring that arm windmill around, lift it up. Open up. 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 Windmill around, give me two more. Open up. Windmill around, lift. Open up. Windmill around, lift, hold. Hands come down, straighten your leg, forehead towards your knee. Walk those fingers further forward. Press in. Then go ahead and lift yourself up. Cartwheel that left arm back. Press it back so you can press into the small of your back. As this right leg is straight, right arm goes up, press into your back, or reach back for your heel. And lift it up. Really reach for the sky with that right hand. Find that bend. And then I wait. Lunge back, cartwheel your hands down, and revolve it. We're going to make this a fluid motion. So left hand is down by the inside of your right foot. Right arm is up, press in to that hip. And then windmill those arms back. Straighten that leg, reach it back. Then windmill those arms down, reach, lunge, breathe. Windmill it back, reach it back, straighten that leg, gaze is up. And then windmill it back down. Windmill it back. Windmill it down. Feel the energy moving. Back and forth, one breath, one movement. 4 more. Move in and out. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. And windmill back and hold it. Just get a little deeper, reach in that arm. Take it all the way overhead if you can find that bend. Again, if your hand's pressing into that hip, really press in, reach up, finding that bend. And then go ahead and bring those hands, cartwheel them down, find your runner's lunge. Runner's lunge, hold and breathe. Take that back foot, step it up, and lift up the left leg. Big circle, step it out. Goddess pose. Bring it back, lift the knee, open up. Goddess pose. Pull the knee, lift it up, big circle, goddess pose. Pull the knee center, open up, goddess, center, lift, rotate, goddess, center, rotate it, sit deep, bring it center, rotate, sit deep, bring it center, rotate, sit deep, bring it center, rotate, sit deep, center, rotate, sit deep, center, rotate, Sit deep, hold it. Hold, hold, hold. Hold and breathe. Then pivot yourself around. Crescent lunge. Nice and deep. High on that back heel. Lunging into that left leg now. Your left leg is your front leg. Take a breath. Opposite elbow, opposite knee, rotate, revolve. Kicking that back leg back. If you need your knee, drop to your back knee. Hold and breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Then I want you to take 3 fingers in alignment with your toes, revolve, balancing half moon. So it's your left foot forward, right hand comes down, kick that back leg up. Drop the hip down so you center your hips. Shoulders will stack. You have just about 2 or 3 fingers most of the ways in that standing leg. Feel that revolve. The last thing to go up is your gaze. And then go ahead and release, place those hands down. Take that left leg, kick it high. You're going to pull it into your heart center, pull that knee up towards your chest, and drop it down to the knee. To the floor. Lift it back up, then kick it up. You're going to bring it out wide to your shoulder, to the wrist, to the shoulder, kick it back. You're going to crisscross opposite elbow. Take it to the wrist. Lift it back up, bring it center, kick it up, bring it center, pull it up, tap it down, pull it back up, kick it up. Take it shoulder, wrist, shoulder, kick it up. Crisscross. Take it wrist. Lift it up. Pull it center. One more time. Pull it center. Tuck it up. Drop it down. Tuck it up. Press it back. Out. Shoulder. Wrist. Shoulder. Press it back. Bring it crisscross. Wrist. Lift it. Center. Kick it up. Bring it out. Chaturanga. Up dog. Push up. Downward facing dog. Take your right foot, kick it up. I'm like, wait, which foot is this? Kick it up, hold it. I want you to flip yourself over, walk yourself to the center of your mat. Lift your bottom up. Tabletop, shoulders and wrists line up, knees and ankles line up. If you can't flip yourself over, just drop yourself around, get to that tabletop. Then have a seat, find your boat. Then have a seat, tabletop, lift it up. Then drop it down, find your boat, drop it, lift it, sit deep, and boat, table, lift, drop to boat. And lift, drop, lift, lift, drop, and lift. You can keep bent knees. If you're lifted in your boat, you can always pull right here and lift it up. Keep those knees bent and lift it up. This is your practice. 2 more. Last one. And lift. Then go ahead and take your left hand, rotate it back around, extend the left leg, lift up and reach up. Lift that right heel and press up, gaze is up. Shoulder and wrist are in alignment. Bring yourself around. Take that right leg, kick it back up. Then bring it through, center straddle. Tailbone up, gaze through your legs. Hands to your ankles, shake your head. And then go ahead and move yourself to warrior 1, left leg. Reach the arms up, sit deep. So you're in your warrior 1. Go ahead, skandasana down towards your right leg. So your shoulder and your knee might get side by side. Those left toes lift, drop your bottom. If you can't get all the way down, it's okay. Just do the best you can. And then shift your weight back, warrior 1. Nice and deep. Then bring it back. Lift those toes, get as deep as you can. If you can't get all the way down, It's okay. Then pivot it back and lunge warrior one. And then bring it back. Get deep. Then pivot back. Warrior one. 2 more. Take it back. Get deep. Then push it back. Warrior one. We got it one more time. Bring it down. Hold. Breathe in, breathe out. And then come back. Warrior one. Swing those arms down. Take that left leg. Kick it high. And then bring it out. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Push up. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, take a big step up to the top. Big inhale, lift, find your chair. Hold in your chair. Left elbow, right thigh. Rotate, knees are centered, sacrum is centered. Feel that rotation through the torso. Drop your bottom deeper, shoulders back, gaze is up. Squeeze those thighs together, feet together. Then go ahead, bring your torso to center, reach in those arms, stay deep. Hands prayer, rotate, revolve other side. Shoulders are stacked, gaze is up. Breathe in, breathe out. Then bring it center, reach it up. Stay deep, other side, rotate, revolve. Keep the squeeze through your thighs. Gauge into that pelvic floor. Bring it center. Stay deep, isometrically holding. Reach those arms. Hands back to heart. Rotate, revolve. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring it center one more time. Reach. Hands to heart. Rotate, revolve. Bring it center. Reach. Hands to heart. Rotate, revolve. Bring it center. Reach. And then go ahead, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, fold. Monkey pose, squat deep, step it back, downward dog. Bring it out to plank, fully centered kneeling, elbows track in. Chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Take the left leg, kick it high, stacking your hip. Push the earth back behind you. As you lift that knee a little higher. Breathe in. Breathe out. Then bring that leg all the way through. Drop to your back. Knee. Press that hip forward, knee and ankle line up. Walk that foot further forward. Press in, press in. As you deepen down, take the torso. Reach the arms high to the sky. Take a breath. Honor where you are. Then rotate, revolve. So left leg forward. Right hand comes forward. Left arm goes back. Feel that rotation. Then swing that arm up. Bring it center. Rotate, revolve, drop the arm, lift it, rotate, revolve, drop it down, lift it, rotate, open, rotate around, lift it, rotate, open, and drop it down, lift, rotate, feel the arms, the chest and the back, lift, expansion, feel that, using the breath, feel the revolution through the torso, press into those hips, feel the work. Feel the isometric hold, squeezing, breathing, several more, rotate, and lift, rotate, one more, rotate, and lift, hold, press in, and then hands come down, straighten that leg, walk those fingers forward as you drop your forehead down, sit the tailbone back, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Then go ahead and you're going to cartwheel that right arm. You're going to lift it up. Place it behind you as this left arm comes up. You're going to press into your hip. Take your gaze up. If you're able to take your hands back to your back heel, take it back and gaze up. Open up your torso. Lifting that heart center. And then we're going to windmill those arms, cartwheel it down, lunge in, gaze is up. And then we're going to make this a movement. Rotate it. Straighten it, take it back, then bring it forward, cartwheel it down, lift it up, and then take it back. Find your balance, engage in your powerhouse, your hips, your back, your core, your glutes, press in, rotate it, lengthen it, deepen it, and then calm down. A couple more, press it in, Feel that opening through your hips as you get a little deeper. Feel that expansion through the body. Lengthening. Link breath with the movement. If you fall over, that is fantastic. That means you tried it. Best thing to do is laugh at yourself. And then get it back together. Bring it out. Bring it forward. And hold it. And then bring it back. And hold it. Get a little deeper. Maybe drop your head, gaze overhead. If you can't get that deep and you're pressing into your hip with your hand, just take your gaze up as high as you can. Really reach up, tucking that pelvis, squeezing through the glute. And then go ahead and cartwheel those hands down. Come into that runner's lunge. Nice and deep, and you're going to take that back leg, you're going to step it up, pull that knee up. You're going to take a big circle. Come out to goddess pose. Reach those arms out. Then pull hands to heart. Lift the knee. Circle it out. Step it out. Open, deepen. Rotate. Lift. Open. Deepen. Rotate center. Lift it up. Circle it out. Deepen down. Bring it center. Lift the knee. Rotate open. Sit deep. Bring it center. Lift it. Bring it out. Sit deep. Rotate center. Lift it. Circle it, sit deep, and center lift, big circle, sit deep, pull it center, big circle, sit deep. Just a couple more. Lift it, circle it, sit deep, rotate, lift it, circle it. Last one, rotate, circle it, sit deep, hold it, then pivot yourself, crescent, lunge, and hold. Back heel is high. Now your right toes are your forward toes. Shoulder blades down, lunge deep. If you need your back knee to modify, you can go ahead and come kneeling. Deep and down, use the breath. And then revolve opposite elbow, opposite knee. Feel that rotation as you deepen. Again, find your knee if you need it. Remember, this is your practice. You can modify it anytime. You can rewind it, just focus on one dimension of what we're doing. And then continue on when you're ready. So I love about videos, you can customize them just for you. So go ahead, this is your right foot. Left hand's gonna come out in front of those toes. And you're gonna lift that back, left leg. Reach the arm up. Fingers align with your toes, those toes stay standing forward. What you wanna do is only use 2 or 3 fingers, because the work is in that standing leg. Rotate, shoulders stack. The gaze is the last thing to go up. Lift that back leg a little higher. Breathe in, breathe out. And then go ahead and release it. Step it back, take that leg, kick it high. And we're gonna go through a little series. Pull it in, lift it up, drop it down, lift it up, kick it back. Out wide, shoulder, wrist, shoulder, kick it back. Revolve it, elbow, wrist, elbow, center, kick it back. Pull it center, lift it, drop it down, lift it, tuck it back. Out wide, shoulder, wrist, shoulder. Kick it back and be on your knee if you need to do this. Elbow, wrist, elbow, center. One more time. Pull it center, lift it up, drop it down, lift it up, kick it back. Out wide, wrist, lift, kick it back, crisscross, elbow, wrist, elbow, center, kick it back. Woo! And then go ahead and chaturanga upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Take your left leg, kick it high, and stack your hip. Let that foot dangle as you press in. And go ahead, flip yourself over into a tabletop. So your shoulders and wrists line up, your knees and ankles line up. Lift your bottom, squeeze it. And then have a seat. Find boat, bent knee or straight. Have a seat. Lift, drop, lift. Tabletop, lift and squeeze. Find your boat pose. Lift it up. Find your boat. Lift it up. Find your boat. Lift it up. your boat, lift it up. Find your boat, lift it up. Find your boat, lift it up. Several more, and lift. You can only do half the speed. Just work at your pace. Again, you can pause here and do as many as you want, and then move on. You can just hold if you want, and just hold if you want. And then wherever you are, lift it. You're going to extend the right leg. You're going to rotate this right hand, fingertips are back at that mat. Keep that left foot down and lift in your hips. Gaze up through your armpit, lift your hips, open up that body. Breathe in, breathe out. Then go ahead and bring it center. Take that leg, kick it up, and bring it through. And walk into a center straddle. Shake your head. Hold right here. Hands to your ankles, lift it in your tailbone. Everything can be done on our knees. Always modify when needed. Take a break when needed. Rewind, replay. Most importantly, right here, is keep yourself in the moment. Breath with movement. Then go ahead and lift, walk yourself around warrior one. Lift the arms, reach them high. So energetically feeling that energy swirling about as we're like charging our body. Out of our comfort zone is the only place we're going to grow. So we got to break through all the BS in order to ignite the bliss within our soul. So let's just feel those encasements just dropping away, feeling lighter and happier. Press in nice and deep into that warrior one, front toes forward, knee and ankle line up. Center your hips, reach those arms high to the sky. Then go ahead, skandasa to the back, shoulder and knee. Get as close as possible and lift those front right toes. Drop your bottom down, then pivot yourself back. Lunge, breathe. Then bring it back, drop it down. Then bring it back. You don't have to get all the way down. And then move it back. Several more. Lift it back. Press in. One more. Get deep. And press it back. Hold it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Exhale. And then take that leg, kick it high to the sky. And bring it out, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push back, child's pose. Sit deep in your child's pose, and this time take your hands to your heels, forehead to your knees, and we're going to convert it into rabbit pose. Drawing onto our crown, tailbones up. Feel stretch through our shoulders as we grab around those ankles. Lifting the tailbone up. Closing everything off. So we're all tucked in into a little cocoon. Our safe haven, our safe space. We feel safe when we're all tucked in. Just feel yourself wrapped up in that love, in this space. Feeling safe and secure. Then go ahead and release it. Crisscross at the ankles. Sit back. Lengthen your legs. Shake them out. Sit tall. Reach up and hinge over. Touch your toes. If you can't get down to your toes, it's okay. You can use a strap, a towel, whatever it is that you have around that you can help wrap around your ankles and pull your feet and pull yourself a little deeper in. What you want to do is you want to hinge, not collapse. So as you hinge, take your pelvis back, reach your chest forward as you hinge yourself further forward. Take a big inhale, lengthen, exhale, deepen. All right, let's go ahead and lift this right leg. Place it into a pigeon, modified pigeon seated. So foot into forearm, knee into forearm. You're going to hug it in, and you're going to rock it. So when you're here, you just want to really caress it in, just love on yourself. Hold yourself like a baby. Remember, this is your safe haven, your home space, and right here internally. So your inner child needs to be loved, the internal part of you. So just cradle that part of yourself. Love on yourself. Tell yourself it's going to be okay. It is okay. You messed up. It's okay. It's okay. It's a part of our story. It's part of our growth. We got to own it and be okay with it so we can transmute it in a state of forgiveness and releasing it. Finding love in that space. So if you're holding in nice and tight and you're ready, if you want, only go back If your foot is in your forearm and your knee is in your forearm. If you're out like this, just stay right here. Just work on getting a little deeper. But if you have it into the crevices, go ahead and lay all the way down. And then go ahead and straighten that leg. Pull it in. A little deeper. And then place under your knee if you're laying down and bring yourself up seated. Left foot in the forearm, knee in the forearm, and rock yourself. Love yourself. So good boy or girl. You did a good job in life. We may have messed up a bunch of times, but guess what? It's okay, because we're human. That's what we do. It's part of the journey. That's how we learn and become a better version of ourselves. Not playing the victim. Go ahead and hug yourself a little tighter. Just feel that forgiveness. Feel the love. Being safe in this space. And when you feel ready, go ahead and lean yourself back. Again, if your foot's out like this and you're like this and you can't get everything in where it belongs, just really work on openings. Maybe make some circles. Do whatever you gotta do, but don't lay down unless you have it in that space. Whoop. And just squeeze it in. And then if you're all the way down, you want to straighten that leg and try to pull it overhead. You can straighten in that leg. And then place your hand under your knee and come up seated. Now, one little fun arm balancing if you want to try. You can come here and take this foot and then place it on your shoulder, like up on the top of this forearm. What we're going to do is take this bottom foot and you're going to clasp your toes. Your hands are going to become your feet. So you're sitting just like this. Your arm is out, your knee is hugging right at the shoulder. Your hand, placing your hands down, grip it, lift your bottom. Then you can hinge yourself over, kick those legs out, squeeze that arm. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hinge and breathe. And again, drop it down. So again, when we're here, you just want to begin working on getting this leg back onto that shoulder. You can clasp in those feet. You can say, hey, I'm here, I'm done, I did it. Good job. If you want to try to get your bottom up, just try to work on getting your bottom up. Again, this internal locks will help get you there. If you want to try the other side, you may find one side you can do it, the other side you cannot. You can just sit here and be entertained if you want, or you can try it and fall over and laugh at yourself. Make it a game with your family and your friends. Hook those feet, squeeze that arm, hands become your feet. Internal lift, shift that weight, extend the legs, lift, breathe, squeeze, and then drop yourself down and shake it all out. All right. We're going to sit tall. You're going to take opposite hand to opposite knee and rotate around. Gaze behind you. And switch sides and rotate around and gaze behind you. And then bring it center. Palms are up, eyes are closed. Feeling those endorphins, the serotonins, the dopamines, the oxytocins, the GABAs, all that stuff is in the chemistries within our brain that can help us internally. So as we did the work on our mats, we internally broke free from all these little things that we have placed around us. Just feel free, feel light in this sacred haven within us. This is our home that we live in each and every day, and we hold ourselves bondage to it. We stay prisoners within our own internal home through our thoughts and our perceptions of who we tell ourselves we are. And it's okay if you made mistakes. It's okay if you've done things that you are regretful of. We all have. There's no one that is immune to it. So just take this opportunity to kind of release those things. And at the same time, as if we can forgive ourselves in our sacred home space, our safe havens, home sweet home, with our loved ones, we can offer that to everyone else around us, making our home within and around a much happier, healthier environment where we have true peace and love and joy. So let's go ahead and place our palms down, place them upward, and receiving the blessings, receiving the goodness, feeling the restoration, healing, feeling the awakening to love and truth and peace and joy. Let's go ahead and bring our hands to heart center. And we'll take 3 big breaths. Taking a big inhale, reach your arms up to the heavens. Exhale, 1 for the mind. Take a big inhale for the body. And a big inhale for the spirit. Go, have a magnificent day. Be blessed. Lots of love. Namaste. Mwah.